Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's I'm going to be reviewing the new Ford Ranger Raptor. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Larch Miller Super Ford here in Salt Lake for giving me some time with this Ranger Raptor. I'll include a link to the website in the description down below so you can check what they have currently. If you have any questions, just ask for Jaden. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Powering the Ranger Raptor is a turbo 3-liter V6 that goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy 16 around town and then 18 on the highway, with power outputs being 405 horsepower and then 430 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, this particular Ranger Raptor is finished in azure gray, which I think looks great on the new Ranger in general. And then look at this here on the hood. I think that's pretty cool looking. Now popping down below, we have what might be the biggest disappointment for Raptor fans, and that is the headlights. So you can see C-shaped light, which is fine, but no amber lights, no marker lights. And it looks like there might be something coming, because look, that looks like spaces for marker lights, but there's nothing there. Anyways, got the big chunky Ford logo. You can see you've got fog lights there on either side. And then just like the F-150 Raptor, hardcore skid plate protection underneath, so this can take big impacts at high speeds. And putting it all together, outside of the lighting situation, it looks great. Now around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 285 by 70 by 17 in the front and over in the rear. And you can see here with the wheels, you've got kind of like a satin gray finish on them. I think those look really sharp. And yeah, solid all-terrain tires. Smallest tires on a Raptor ever, actually. And here's a quick look at the suspension. We'll talk about the shocks in a little bit. But you've got these big fender flares here with the Ranger Raptor. You also have kind of beefier looking fenders too. Got the vent there on the side. And then you got the cool Raptor style side steps that actually have the Raptor logo. Speaking of Raptor logos, there's another one here on the back. And then here's a quick look at the suspension. It has Fox shocks, just like all Raptors have. So it's gonna help out with damping quite a bit. And here's your full side view. Even though this quote-unquote only has 33s, I mean, those tires look more than big enough for the Ranger Raptor in terms of the size and everything of the truck itself. Now, of course, normal Raptor fashion, we have the Raptor logo on the key fob, and then you can see we've got our lock, unlock, and remote start function with the key as well. And this leads us over to the bed. So with the tailgate in the new Ranger, it is dampened, so it lowers down. No bed liner, but you can get that as an option if you want. You can add it in after the fact too. We do have outlets in the bed. It's basically just a normal loaded up Ranger bed. It's a good way to look at it. Tailgate is very light. Ford logo here in the back. You got the Raptor logo and really cool looking taillights as well. And then you can see here with the bumper at the bottom. And then look at the exhaust tips here. The Ranger Raptor also have beefy recovery points. Now with ground clearance, it's just under 11 inches with the Ranger Raptor, which I mean makes sense. I mean, look at the shocks here in the back. You can see the bottom section of those actually comes down relatively low. I mean, it's pretty much in line with the differential there. But regardless, there is the rest of the rear with the Ranger Raptor. Now, popping inside, you can see really nice trim here, and also down below, got the stitching that goes across, got the cool door handle, the Ranger. And then we've got these special seats with the Ranger Raptor, so stitching there in the headrest. You can see kind of the trim down the rest of them. They definitely have kind of more premium feel, and I like this, the little Alcantara. I think that's pretty cool. Again, those side steps help out, so let's see what getting in is like. There's like no grab handle. There's nothing here. Oh, there's one up here at the very top. But anyways, yeah, just like other mid-size pickup trucks, you can see with the legroom, it's a little bit tighter. And then we've got little storage here, got some charging ports as well. But overall, I mean, it's got pretty decent headroom. I mean, there's quite a bit above there. Now, taking a look at the front door panel, you can see again with the trim here at the top, soft touch, kind of a cool material. Don't know what that is. I don't know if it's like soft text or what it is, but it's interesting. Anyways, down below, Got all of our window controls here. And then you can see here with the mirror adjustments, and then we've got powerful mirror function, blind spot ring with the mirrors. Let's see what the payload is. Similar to an F-150 Raptor, 1,382 pounds, so it's cool. Raptor there. Look at the headrest too with the stitching. And like red trim on the bolsters. It's all really nice looking. All of our adjustments here on the side. Then we've got our light controls off to the side. Yeah, that same trim is across the top too. It's, yeah, let me know if you guys know what this trim is, but I like it. I think it's got like a durable feel. So taking a look at the steering wheel here in the Ranger Raptor, you got the marker there at the top. It's the only Raptor now that I guess, well, the Bronco Raptor 2 has a colored marker. The F-150 went away from it. But yeah, perforated trim on either side. Raptor logo here at the bottom. Giant paddle shifters there in the back. Those are really cool looking. And then we've got a bunch of practical controls here. So notice for like the steering, suspension adjustment, your custom mode, got your adaptive cruise control, all of that on the other side. So full digital gauge cluster. We can use this to see different bits of information on systems within the truck. Pretty standard stuff. But the fun part is the drive modes. So it's got like a fun animation. I know, I think that's pretty cool. With the different modes here in the Ranger Raptor. Now the Ranger Raptor does come with a 360 camera system. You can see like the bird's eye view there with it. And it's pretty easy to access. You just press this little camera button. You'll obviously also have it pop up in reverse as well. And if we press this, this will actually give us some of the different camera viewpoints with it. So yeah, I mean overall I think it's a good camera system. And then yeah, this has Ford's tablet system here. It does have physical buttons for like the climate, so you can see for dual zone climate, volume controls, all of that. And then there's even more on the screen. Heated seats, heated steering wheel, no cooled seats, which makes sense because the seats aren't perforated. But here's the controversial thing about the Ranger Raptor. Actually, sorry, wrong page. So pull this down, and then notice I can pop into the off-road tab. Pulls up the camera. That's not controversial at all, because I mean, look at that. Great camera, great resolution. What's controversial is down here. So notice that the off-road cruise control and then the diff locks are all accessed via the screen. So if for some reason the screen doesn't work, you can't access those anymore. Anyways, we've got a wireless phone charging pad, really nice trim here on the side, and then I like the shifter in the Ranger Raptor. Got the cup holders here, let's see with the parking brake. Drive mode select, and notice this has an advanced four-wheel drive system, so 2-speed transfer case, 4-wheel high, 4-wheel low, 4-wheel auto, all of that. Parking assist here, stability control, auto stop start, and then that's just the off-road thing that we have pulled up here on the screen. It just pulls that up automatically. And then you can see with the center console, got the storage space overall, like this on top of it. And then this is more of that trim on the dash, but yeah, the Ranger has a double glove box, so you've got this top one, and then you have storage here, and then you have a bottom glove box. That's tons of practicality. And then we do have a power sliding rear window, so pretty nice feature. And then 6 auxiliary switches here at the top in normal Raptor fashion. No sunroof. Now there's quite a bit of glare, so I don't know if you guys can be able to see the window sticker, but 2024 Ranger Raptor. Azure Gray's $995, and then you got the keypad, $95. That's all that this has as options. So after destination and everything, $58,155. Quite impressive. It undercuts the AT4X Canyon by a little bit. ZR2 Colorado's going to be a little bit more affordable than this. New Tacoma pricing hasn't been released for the TRD Pro, but that's going to be over 60 grand. So it's interesting how the midsize pickup truck market is kind of shaking up, but I guess we'll sum things up. Let's talk about visibility. There's visibility over the hood, both the mirrors, throughout the rest of the rear. And this isn't a real drive, I'm just taking it back to its parking space. I will have driving impressions with the Ranger Raptor in the future, but what I first want to mention, I'm wrong actually, this has the heavy Raptor steering. It's really cool. Like this, just right off the bat, steering feels distinctly different compared to a Ranger. And then the engine response, again, just partial throttle. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It feels far more responsive than a regular Ranger. Yes, this is our test drive. I know, boring, but like I said, I will have a driving review and everything of the Ranger Raptor. I figured that you guys would want to see like something rather than nothing. But what I do want to say is, despite the fact that this doesn't have marker lights, it's distinctly Raptor. Like the seats, how they feel, the steering wheel feel. And again, I literally backed it up and then I drove it forward for the video to get my thumbnail and everything, and then the walk around area. But even with that, it doesn't feel like a regular Ranger. It's just like when you get into an F-150 Raptor. We have one right next to us, which I guess I'll pop out so you guys can see kind of like a size comparison. I've got I guess I'll pull more forward so I can have the tires kind of more lined up. This is such a weird review. So we'll just make sure we don't hit the fence. Yeah, that should be close enough. Okay. So front tires are pretty even, not perfectly even. And you can see up to the front doors, the F-150 Raptor's front door is a little bit bigger. And then back door, you can see the F-150 Raptor's cab is here, whereas Ranger Raptor's on bed. And then you can see the wheelbase difference. But you can see the scale. Like the F-150, I mean, look how much taller. Like this, the F-150 Raptor, you can tell has more wheel travel than the Ranger. The Ranger's like 11-ish, it's 13 inches with the F-150. I don't know if this is a full view of the trucks or not because I can't see what the camera's filming. But that gives you a size comparison. The F-150's taller, wider, it's just a bigger vehicle, full-size pickup truck versus mid-size. But anyways, super impressed so far. I'm excited to actually be able to drive one of these, see what it performs like. But it feels like a Raptor, and I mean, it looks like a Raptor as well.